guys, I'm Kai Anderson, and here I'm with,
Kai Curtis.
and welcome to the DragonFire podcast. Today, we're going to be going down memory lane and discussing some of our most memorable childhood moments. So, Kai, do you have any funny moments that happened to you when you were a kid?
Oh, a lot of them I've been they've been retold to me. That's the only reason I remember them.
Yeah.
But there was one time where, and my mom caught this on video. I grew up with all brothers, but
Oh no.
I convinced one of my brothers to play Pretty Princesses with me.
Oh.
And we were sitting at my picnic. I had a little Tinkerbell table, and we decided to combine it with a other game that was a dare game. And so I convinced, I was showing him how to do the chicken dance, and I was like, this is how you do it, and this is your dare. This is. And my mom walked in, and she had it on the entire thing on film, and she decided to play it at my uncle was getting married and they were introducing the family, and she played that at the wedding in front of everybody, and it was awful. That is probably my most embarrassing childhood story. What about you?
I don't know if this is embarrassing or funny. Okay, well, in the moment it was not funny, but right now
Yes,
it's hilarious. When I was really little, I would always be at my aunt's house. So at my aunt's house, my older cousins and I would be over there all the time. But one of them would be there a bit longer because she didn't go to college till a little bit after her sister. And so I was really young, really young. And I think I was just annoying her because when you have little cousins annoying you as a teenager, it's super annoying.
Yes.
So I was annoying her. When I say pushing her buttons, I mean I literally would just push, tap her constantly, and I'd be like, play with me, play with me, play with me. And she'd be like, bro, no. And so I went to the bathroom, and she had I think she had held the door or locked me in there or something on purpose. This sounds really bad, but it's not.
It was normal.
Yeah, it's normal behavior. And so I'm I don't know how, I had to be maybe 6 or something, and I'm banging on the door for 15 minutes, someone get me out of here, I can't get out. And so then after a while, after a while, she comes to the door, and she's like, oh my gosh, what happened? I thought you were just playing downstairs. And I was like, no, I was locked in the bathroom. And so later on, she was annoyed with me, so she threw my favorite stuffed animal, Donkey, in the bathroom for me to go get, and then she'd lock me in there again. But I backed up so I would watch the door so she wouldn't do it again. So I think right now that was funny, but right in the moment it was kind of embarrassing because she locked me in there purposely.
Yes. When you're that annoying, younger cousin. Yeah. I was definitely that. I was the youngest of all the girls, and all I wanted to do was play with the big girls of my cousins, and
Yes, bro.
they did not like me.
I think I kind of got the a taste of my own medicine because I have a younger cousin right now, and he's 5 or 6.
Oh my goodness.
And every time I hang out with him, so I was upstairs. We had this get together at my aunt's house. Everybody was downstairs, and he was like, let's go upstairs, let's go upstairs. And I'm like, I want to stay down here. He's like, no, let's go upstairs. And I'm like, okay. So we go upstairs, and there's nothing to do, so I'm not going back down. So he wraps himself around my leg, and he won't let go. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna literally fling you across the stairs,
so
bro.
Seriously.
And so I was like, okay, I kind of get it now because I was very pushy and annoying with my older cousin. So
Yes.
I don't know how
it's a taste.
it is. So we're all very cool now, but back then I was very much
yeah, exactly. It's so weird.
So you have any moments that shaped you as a child, to make you where you are today?
I would say a lot of I really enjoyed making up my own stories, and I would do films of my Barbies doing a dance, or it was a movie, or I had a camera and I enjoyed filming anything with it. And I think just that instilled love of sharing stories and making up stories.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of why I'm in this TV production class, is because I
Yeah.
just enjoy it. And anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
For me, my grandma, she used to cook so much. Like, it was all the time. Her food was heavenly. Like, it was like you would be like descending into the heavens every time you ate a bite of
yes.
food. And so I think just watching her cook and just like having to like cooking a little bit shaped me to want to pursue cooking and doing culinary and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that now. And when I'm in college, I want to do culinary and hospitality and own my own restaurant and all that.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. But also, something that wasn't really my childhood, but when I was picking classes for sophomore year, I picked this class and I was like, oh, it's going to be so fun. And like, I'm not even going to lie, it was,
Yeah.
but it's just, I think the things that came out of it, like friendships, I never thought I would talk to these people,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
and things I've learned, and all this other cool stuff coming out of that
Oh,
class,
seriously.
and where we are now. And I think that's like if I didn't choose that class, where I'd be now. And I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I think I picked it because I was like, I don't know, I need a fine arts credit.
Right. I was like,
Like,
I was like, you know what? This
this
doesn't
sounds
sound too bad.
okay.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not too bad. And I'm like, you know what? I'll do it for a couple years. I'll drop. But like here I am. I'm like, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop this class.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I think I'm most likely gonna be here next year.
I like literally. You could not tell me sophomore year I was gonna be your senior.
Yeah,
Like
I thought it
no,
be done,
I thought
but
sophomore year was it for me.
yeah, no,
But
but
no,
it's a lifestyle.
it's a lot. This class last year was just carve am, carve am, carve am. Okay, you're done. Sit, do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, don't let me catch you sitting doing whatever.
Yes.
But now
Exactly.
you always got something to work on. But like, it's a lot of work. But at the same time, it's kind of fun in a way.
Yeah, and we get to like use our creative juices. Like, we create skits that are
Yes.
promoting different things, and we
And
go
that
out
are
and talk to people.
Funny and
Yes.
not be degraded. Be like, well, your work was okay. But I think when Miss Roberts said our work was like our show was like outstanding, amazing,
yes.
especially if you're not doing a run through. I think everyone who was in the class previous was like, "Oh my gosh, like
Yeah,
we don't get this treatment before."
Yeah. Anyways, I think a lot of like childhood memories and like things I have been doing, like, it's all like, that's what made me look into TV production.
Right.
Because that's the closest thing to film or
Right. And
cinema
like
or whatever our school has.
if I ever did like my own cooking show, like maybe
Mhm.
I think this would help me because I'm learning a lot of new things about like film and recording and shots.
And you can advertise yourself too. Like,
Right.
you can, like, a big thing about the world now is you're advertising yourself, like,
Right.
you're through either social media or YouTube, and that's how people get to be like big.
Yeah, I think it's
No,
just stuff
yeah.
like that. But like the best piece of advice I would ever give to myself now, to my younger self, I just think I need to stop. I think I'm still working on it, but back then when I was really little, I had a really bad thing of worrying how people thought of me. I mean, I was a weird kid, and I'm not gonna hold
Yes.
y'all there, but like I just think I'm always just so focused on, I'm just so focused on people not liking me, thinking I'm weird, thinking I'm this, that, and the third. And so, I just think I just need to breathe and also calm down because I was a
Yes.
lot. I think I also tried to be somebody who I definitely wasn't.
Yes.
And so I think I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
That's all right.
But I just think I need to calm down sometimes and also just like be myself.
Exactly. Like, I think when I was younger, it was a lot of like all these friends from like elementary school that I'd had for like years, and suddenly they all just kind of like dropped like flies. Like, they were just out. They decided they had better friends, and I tried to change myself for that. Like, I was like, oh, they must be leaving because they don't like who I am. And so, like, the same thing you said, I tried to be someone I wasn't. And I guess I would say to myself, my younger self, that you don't need to do that, that you are you, and that's okay. And you make friends who are happy and love you for you.
Right.
And it's such a big influence. But yes. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. I'm Kai Curtis.
And I'm Kai Anderson.
And this is DragonFire
Podcast.